We try.
Well, Paul, I have to share with you something that's happening this Thursday night that might excite you, I think. We are having a celebration at 6:30 at the newest completed home in our program, and it's the 122nd home completion.
Whoa!
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
We have 2 houses that are ready for concrete, and a third one that I'm working through the process of getting ready to file for a building permit. So in spite of coming out, or well, I shouldn't say in spite of, because we're coming out of COVID, we're making a rebound after a little bit of a slowdown to reach out to families. You've remained in contact with Habitat this whole journey. What is it about it that about Habitat that sunk into your heart?
I don't think there's any question. It's the people that you meet, not only the new homeowners, but the people who come out of nowhere at an appropriate time, in an appropriate place. And the trust factor is, we would say, we better not talk about this at the board meeting because next Tuesday someone will show up. If we talk about something and we're not serious about it, the people who will show up for it and we will not be ready for them. Now, and that is so, I'm sure, common with Habitat, no matter where it is, St. Cloud or Brainerd, what are we talking about? It's not Brainerd anymore, is it?
We're based in Brainerd still.
Yeah. Does that still happen? The right people at the right time?
Very often.
Yeah.
There are times when we struggle to find the right person at the right time, but most often it works out.
Oh, I'm sure, it's not every time, but so often. And we just had to trust the process. And
but you met some pretty fine people.
Wonderful people. And I think people rose to an occasion to do things that they would not normally have ever done.
Well, I was just chatting with Lynn Foote this morning, and I told her I was going to be seeing you, so she said to make sure I say hello to you.
Yeah. She was a wonderful addition to our board. And she stayed on the board for a long time. Lynn Foote, yeah. She and my wife were great friends.
Do you have some questions?
I think did they move to the city?
They did move to the cities recently, yes, just in December. But no, she said to say hello. Lynn was on the, she had been on the board, but then the board moved her to be a part-time accountant for the affiliate. She was hired for 12 hours a week. So when I was hired as the director in 1997, Lynn was there as the office bookkeeper. Lynn taught me a lot.
Yeah.
She did. She was a wonderful mentor, a great friend, and it was so nice to hear her voice this morning. So yes, I agree.
Great musician too.
I'm sorry?
Great musician.
A very good cello player, yes. So yes, I would agree with you 100% that some of the nicest, best people, or the best of people, come out through the program.
I've got pictures back there of a couple that were from, I want to say Arkansas, but it doesn't matter. They had gone to some kind of camping trip. A bunch of campers get together. And they say, well, let's drive our rendezvous at a certain campground. It was up by I want to say Sault Ste. Marie, whatever. And this couple broke off and left that group early, and they drove to as far as Brainerd, and I don't know how they got my name or exactly how it worked, but they showed up with their camper and said, we would like to work on the Habitat House. We left this group early, so we have some time. We're going to be here a couple weeks. That couple, elderly couple, worked 10 hours a day. They did anything and everything. If we wanted paint done, they painted. If we wanted something scrubbed, whatever we wanted to do. He even did roofing with John and I and this other man. I should find a picture of that. They got this camper. It's a round one, not a big camper, but it's a shame that I can't remember their name.
The point being is they just gave to you, gave to Habitat out of the just pure generosity of their hearts.
Yeah. They didn't know us, you know. I mean, they showed up and worked hard. The 2 weeks that they were there with us, they worked hard. And my wife and I were invited to have dinner with them in their home, in their camper. And that was... They were great people. Wonderful memories.
Yeah.
I met all kinds of people like that. And I was in Brainerd for 12 years. And we had to move. So my wife wanted to go someplace warmer. Needed to go someplace warmer. And we had a big shindig and we took over the Holiday Inn. For the end of my career in Brainerd. Everybody showed up. The mayor, contractors, painters. It was miraculous.
Well, Paul, you touched a lot of lives, and what's really fascinating to think about is between you and Sister Vivian and Paul Manns, you continue to, because what you started is still growing and going.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful?
It is. There's a lot of work to do, a lot of families to meet.
So we're going to put Morgan on the spot here. You know what? Hang on just a second. I'm going to